Dexperience Digimon. Dex.
What's up, you Dexters out there? What's up?
Dexter.
Hey, Dexers. Welcome to Dexperience with Logan.
Dennis.
My name's Chef.
Oliver.
Harry.
Oh, mate, who's our fifth member?
Oh, Chef Harry. He's
Today
here in the
we're
house.
talking
Maybe there is a
about...
fifth member because of how spooky things are.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Today we're going to be talking about episode 21, Abra and the Psychic Showdown.
Today's episode is sponsored by
Sickness.
www.pokemonshowdown.com.
Oh, my... No, it is not.
Keep your head up, Smoggin. Unsung hero.
Shout out.
I loved...
How are we doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good.
I loved watching this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode was.
Yeah.
This episode's one of my favorites because it deals with the occult. Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, it's
really, like,
it's a
spooky.
great
It's
start.
not really
No.
occulty, is it? It's not really witchy. It's
I would
more
say
psychic.
occult.
I wouldn't call it a spooky
Psychic
episode.
is kind of occulty, I would say.
Really?
Like Sabrina's kind of like a Scientology leader almost. In
I thought you were talking about the teenage witch for a second.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's kind of occulty as well.
I think that's
It
what,
is.
that's
Well,
what she
witch-
was named
a
after.
cult is a witch.
So I've got like an activity for us to do in honor of it being such a spooky episode. I'm going to be telling Oliver's fortune.
Ah.
Yep.
Waka
So-
waka.
We'll see how this goes because I have to use an app because I'm not very good at like remembering all the.
Excellent.
Ah,
meanings.
so what you're saying is that it's not real. You have to use an app.
I'm very,
Okay.
I'm very nervous. I don't know what to expect.
Oliver, you have to come into this with an open mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Said that
Should I? What do I want to take away from this? Like,
What
should
do
I
you
just be
mean?
like, haha, fun, or should I actually be like, oh, this is actually telling me some things about my life?
You take from it what you will.
Great. I'm just
Okay.
okay. Cool.
So is
It's
there
just a joke.
something in particular you
It's
kind of
not
want to know
real.
about, like your future or
Um.
your romance or?
Oh, do romance.
Yeah,
do romance.
let's do my relationship
Oh
with
my
my
gosh.
partner.
Yeah.
Okay,
We've
so
been dating for 2 years. Well, we're
so-
not dating. We live together.
okay.
That still means you're dating.
Yeah, we're not dating. We're not like.
Yeah, but you're not married.
Yeah, we're
So-
partners.
So I'll tell you what. I'll look at.
I find the term partner very funny.
Do you actually?
Would you say
Yeah,
you and
it's just
Abra
so
are just
weird.
dating?
It's
No, we
more-
just I just
nothing
say
wrong
like
with it.
boyfriend
But
or
it's more
girlfriend.
like partners, like
Yeah,
you're on
but
an
there's-
equal
Yeah,
playing
it's
field.
like
I
mixed
don't
up
know.
from
Yeah.
boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's
To me.
funny.
Yeah.
I always find it so awkward. Me and April both find it really awkward to say.
Oh,
What? Your partner.
then you're perfect partners, aren't you?
But we both say like
Then
we
there you
just
go. At
say
least you're both in the same
Well, are
time.
you
Yeah.
partners?
yeah,
Howdy,
but
partner.
we're
Yeah.
boyfriend
You
and
should just say
girlfriend
you're
is what we
partners,
say.
then.
But I don't like.
We can't change the man's mind.
Oh my gosh. It's more gender neutral, I think, is why a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't judge or whatever.
My
from-
girlfriend sounds so like early high school, like, my
My
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
I say that I'm single.
Okay. So have
Okay.
a question in mind. Cut the deck.
Wait,
please.
I need a specific question.
Well, no, just
just
the
the-
general feeling of
okay.
it. So you want
Fear.
to
Think about your
Okay.
relationship.
what was
Yeah.
it? You want to cut the deck.
So with my part, cut it in half,
Cut it in
Yeah.
half.
or just wherever I want to.
Wherever you want.
Yeah,
like,
wherever
okay.
you want.
Okay.
This is great
I'll
showmanship.
cut it.
Okay. Because it's a bit awkward right
So
We
now.
got to comment this
We're
as it goes
cutting the
along.
deck.
Okay.
Dennis is
Yeah, I'm
intense.
thinking,
Dennis
I'm
just
thinking
put the
about my
deck-
relationship.
one
Oh,
card,
2 cards.
2 card, 3 card.
card,
Go
four.
fish.
I'm using an app. The first card
Go.
is
Ah.
the King of Swords.
Should we-
Oh.
should we show people?
It's a big sword.
It's a big
It's
king.
The King of Swords upside down.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's meant to be upside
Hey,
down.
I don't think you meant to
Oh.
take them off the table
Oh, that's too. Oh, we gotta start the
Have we
episode
broken
again.
the illusion?
during the thing. No, but like Oliver's not meant to be touching them, Oliver.
Ah, well, no one told me
It's
that.
bad juju.
This is
You
your
don't wanna
fortune,
ruin the
Oliver.
spirits.
Oliver, are you pissing off the
The
spirit?
spirits that are in the room right
My
now.
cards, please. They were a gift.
Sorry, Dennis.
I thought you said that your mum got them and then you just took them from her.
Ergo, a gift. Jeez.
Your dentist told me you're not meant to
Oh, what
buy
is
them
that
for
one?
yourselves. You have to
Ah,
get given
well,
them.
you have to take them off your
that's
mother.
what
That's what you gotta do.
That's what our friend Amy was
There's a lot of
telling me.
swords so far. Should I be worried about that?
No.
Okay.
it's
Yeah, you
fine.
should be.
Is everything sword related?
No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wands and like sticks though.
No swords, but that looks
That
sad and
That
lonely.
looks ominous.
5 cups. Okay.
5 cups.
See, what I get from that is that
So let me just explain what I'm looking at. So there's that King of Swords card, which is upside down. It's like a person holding a sword. There's a second card with like a woman, it looks
Okay.
like, kneeling and holding 2 swords. And there's a third card, which is also upside down, of someone looking sad with a big cloak thing.
Okay.
And
are
5
you,
cups.
Are you doing the tarot
No,
reading right
because
now?
no one
No,
was
just
saying
explain it to
anything.
the audience.
Okay. Actually, all these tarot cards, they're all quite it's quite standardized now, so they're all kind of the same. It's like a deck
so
of
They're
cards.
all the
so
same.
that anybody can do it and not just psychics.
What? I guess.
Is this culturally
so-
insensitive, by the way? Is this?
Actually, that's a good idea.
Actually,
Is it? We'll do some research.
yeah, maybe this might
And
be
if it's
cut out.
inappropriate, we'll cut it. So the King of Swords reversed. There's a sense of, let's see. You sense there's some sort of manipulation at play.
Oh.
Either in regards to yourself, you're either doing the manipulating or being manipulated.
That's pretty
So-
harsh. I feel pretty.
Or
You do make dinner most of the time, Oliver.
No, we distribute it out.
no. It might be something to do with you might be self-critical of yourself,
Uh-huh.
or others might be overly critical of you,
Okay.
and so you might,
I'm
Have
pretty.
this
I'm
sense
pretty
of that.
self-critical.
yeah.
Don't find the answers. That's what they get you.
What?
You can't make the answers up yourself.
Harry,
Carry on,
you have
Dennis.
to be open
Carry on,
to
Dennis.
like,
Carry on, Dennis.
figuring out because we're a
Carry on,
team.
carry on,
Yeah.
We're
carry
working
on.
it out as a team. Okay.
you look up whether it's insensitive. Like,
In terms of your dynamics
Mhm.
of this relationship, or your general relationships, I think you find yourself in a state of limbo. There's a certain indecision.
With relationships in general, you said.
Yeah, I would say so. That you find that you reach a point where you get into a state of indecision, where you find that you feel like maybe you can't move forward, or perhaps it's a relationship that you find difficult to kind of either sever or create.
Interesting. You know, I do say a lot of the time that I don't have a lot of friends, but I have a lot of acquaintances.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot for me to call someone a friend.
What are we?
You know, like, as a friend, you guys are different.
okay, that's fine. That's okay then.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So I think this kind of speaks to me.
I think I'd really
that-
call you an acquaintance, Amy.
It's like I live with you for the past 7 months.
So far my reading kind of with these two in mind is that
Yeah.
you kind of control yourself,
Okay.
and perhaps you don't want to connect to people as much as maybe you.
Oh, I love
you-
connecting with people.
But maybe I feel
That's a
like
sham.
there's a certain fear.
Okay.
I sense a certain fear or
Interesting.
anxiety about it, which leads to this stalemate. The next
Interesting.
card
Keep going,
is
Dennis.
the people that you will find your connection. Are you recording me?
No.
What are
I'm
you-
just,
What are your findings?
I'm just like
what-
reading how to attune better to your tarot card deck.
All right. So,
Did we attune properly to our deck?
That takes an
So-
hour-long ritual.
Oh my gosh.
It's a D&D
Just to
joke.
shuffle some
It's
cards.
a D&D joke.
Okay.
It's funny.
Well, this says that you've been.
Yeah.
This doesn't.
What does it say,
You gotta
Dennis?
say, man. Apparently, the
Look,
stars,
all I
stars
know
are
is
right.
you just shuffled some cards
Okay.
and pulled out 3 cards.
And then read an app.
So the Five of Cups reversed is about acceptance, moving on, finding peace.
Uh-huh.
So have you suffered any feelings of like
This isn't therapy.
It's just-
You're not meant to ask me.
all right, fine.
It's
You
a
don't have
podcast
to
about Pokemon.
you don't have to answer. Okay.
No, it's like that's not. You're not
I
meant
think-
to ask me stuff like that, right?
I don't know. Okay, so then I would say your partner. This is it designates the partner's role in the relationship,
Uh-huh.
or like the other, and they are. This represents acceptance, moving on,
Uh-huh.
and finding yourself with yourself, or like finding yourself peace at peace. And
So this isn't for me. This is for my partner.
well, it's what you will need, I think, moving forward,
Uh-huh.
because currently you are at a stalemate in some sort of relationships.
You shouldn't say I am. You should say
So-
the cards are suggesting.
My take on
Shouldn't-
this, Dennis, is that you're telling Oliver that his relationship is in a status of limbo and he's being manipulated, so he should break it off.
No,
That's what I'm getting.
That's not what I'm saying.
And then he can go into the arms, comforting arms of someone.
You're like, there's a 4th card, and you pull it out of your pocket.
Oh my god!
There's
No,
Dennis's
it's
face.
not. It's not about. It's
Yeah.
not about that. It's about
Okay.
relationships in general.
Right.
Okay. Oh my
I
gosh.
hope you at home are enjoying
You're
this.
feeling a sense of stale. You're in.
Yes, no.
You're
He's in a rut.
There's only one way to get out of it.
you're afraid of connecting with people and
The
letting
cards are
yourself.
saying.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I don't like you saying like this is
Okay.
what you are.
Because it's not him. It's the cards are implying.
Well, I'm implying that this is my reading of the cards.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is you. I'm
Okay.
saying I'm reading.
Say
this
the
from
cards
the
are saying.
This
Yeah.
is me.
The cards are saying.
There we go.
Oh my
Great.
god. Okay, where's your tarot deck?
We could get some guides up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
They already had them.
Apparently, it's just an app.
I have to get given at Dennis, So.
Oh my god. We're
take
the
one.
peanut gallery. The peanut gallery are out in full force tonight. Waldorf and Stabler. All you need to do is go like do ho 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 ho, and then we'll be set.
So Oliver, okay,
No, I'm doing the reading.
No, you
please.
asked him to.
No, I'm just saying.
Oliver, the cards
You
are telling me.
shut
What are they
up,
saying,
stop
Logan?
talking.
I'm hearing from the cards that
Oh my god.
you're
What's your take, Logan?
you're being emotionally manipulated.
Yeah.
That's not.
All right.
You're in a rut.
Yeah.
And there's a time coming where you have to make a decision. Not you, sorry. Just the cards are
Oh,
implying.
saying
I
that.
can't wait to get Georgia to listen to this.
That's
Oh
not what I
my
mean.
The
god.
cards are implying that a decision must be made. Okay.
The cards are pointing at two glaring
my
obvious facts here, Oliver, which the other one is suggesting an obvious way to take this. That's what the cards are saying.
That's what the image actually looks
Oh
like.
my
'cause It's like
God.
pointing in either direction.
Look, what I'm saying
Yes, what are you saying, Dennis?
is that you are.
No, the
You're not
cards.
saying
The
it. The
cards
cards
are
are
the
saying.
cards are saying
Thank you.
that Oliver, you.
Are you saying you speak for the cards? Are you the Lorax?
But that doesn't make any sense.
I speak for the trees.
That's what? I haven't seen the Lorax, so I can't
Oh.
state how accurate that reference
Yeah.
is.
Oh, shit.
Okay. The cards
My
are
mouth hurts.
saying.
Laughing.
The King of Swords is saying that you're controlling yourself in a way to manipulate yourself, to control yourself from criticism, and the cards are saying that this relates in a
Not
stale-
necessarily himself.
Sure,
Thank you, Logan.
sure. Or you put yourself in an environment that
Uh-huh.
situation can arise, and that relates in a
Like
stalemate
in
of
your
you
Cards read.
fulfilling yourself emotionally.
Not
in
necessarily him.
the fullest state of the relationship, and in
I
this
saw
way,
whatever.
your partner has to be.
Or him.
What? I didn't even say the gender. I said the partner of the relationship could be friend, could be your partner, partner, or could
the
be
partner of my partner.
Howdy,
your
partner.
partner,
My
not-
girlfriend's boyfriend.
No, that's not.
That's me.
That's you. And
Science partner.
Your lab partner. You're like, hey, we got a relationship now. I did my card readings. We got to draw the line where we stand.
just realize, Oliver, the cards are saying
Yes.
that you are surrounded by people that
Not
will.
necessarily him.
The cards are the cards are saying you are surrounded by people
Uh-huh.
that accept you and want to fulfill your
Oh.
desire of acceptance.
Great.
And they want you don't have to judge yourself because people are here and people
But you're only
love
coming to
you.
that conclusion because Oliver says
And
that
they
he's self-critical of
appreciate
himself.
all the things about you.
But if Oliver hadn't given you that little piece of information, you wouldn't have been able to make the whole reading around that
You know
one
what?
thing.
You know what, guys?
Really-
I enjoyed that way more than I thought.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I also say whatever.
And that's on the card.
Whatever energy was meant to like be in those cards, it's long gone. Whatever
You know, I
spirit,
actually
whatever-
read-
Do you feel
The spirits went when he opened the
Those
goddamn
cards,
app.
tarot cards
them
actually,
around here.
like they originated like Italy, France, and Germany. I did some
Yeah.
research while that reading was
Great.
going on,
Good job.
and they were just playing cards, like
Yeah.
literally just like for playing cards.
And they were just okay.
And then
that's
people
why-
made up,
what's
like-
a Ouija board?
yeah, and then people just like
Ouija board.
attached.
Yeah.
I thought that was
What-
a
what
weird
people-
one.
Not like
just
Luigi board.
I actually don't know. I think
Okay.
that was gypsies. May
Gypsies,
have put
gypsies.
me on.
I think that was great.
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you
anyway.
feel about that reading though?
I feel like
I think it got lost
on
a bit.
whoever got those cards, you could like spin it any way
Exactly.
possible.
What?
Exactly. It's the whole. You know Oliver very well. You could relate those cards to
Yeah.
any way of his personal.
It doesn't matter who
personality.
Yeah.
got it. I feel like
Any way
anyone
it can,
in some way
it can
could
be
like,
done
oh, yeah.
to anybody.
I guess that's true, but also
But it's like no. But
You can
what I
randomize
noticed
the
as well,
cards.
you gave Oliver gave you that
I gave you a little
one
bit of info,
tidbit
yeah.
of being like, oh, I'm self-critical of myself.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, what did the random 2 other cards also relate to?
Self-critical.
Him being self-critical of himself.
The app probably says lie and deceit.
Yeah.
oh my, I can read another thing.
Well, I don't know. We're 17 minutes in. We should probably talk about
Are we?
Pokemon.
Oh my god, that was a journey and
That
a
was
half.
a journey and a half.
Oliver, if you're ready,
Thank
Oliver,
you.
would you like to do this
Yeah, I'm doing
breakdown
summary.
of the
We
episode?
will accept you, Oliver,
Of course.
and we will not allow you to be in a stalemate of a relationship where you're in a limbo.
Should I call Georgia right now?
I need to keep.
It's not
I need
about.
to keep neutral. I'll live
It's
with them
not
both.
about. Like, it doesn't have to be romantic. It's just like.
But no,
platonic
it was
relationship.
relationship.
you asked me
It was
to think. That's
romantic.
what I
We
Did you
decided.
say?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
well, I
picked
wasn't
romantic.
thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the app told you otherwise. Not the spirits, but the app.
Thank you, Dennis, and thank you for your commentary.
You know, like some people would have to pay for this.
Oh wow, that was
What a shame.
you saying that you're qualified and that should be like a high.
No, I'm just
quality.
saying some people have to get. That you should pay people that are doing. This is labor.
Or,
you
like,
know?
steal it from
This
your
is
mom or something.
Labor. I'm performing. It's. She
Yeah,
gave
those,
it to me.
those are bad juju
I
cards.
think-
You
Yeah,
stole-
stop this.
She gave me the.
You told me you stole them.
I didn't steal it. I said she bought it and then I had it.
And you took it. That's
I
what
think,
you
I
said.
think we should probably just release this as a separate episode.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
just like a 20-minute bonus. It should just be like a 20-minute bonus.
20-minute bonus.
Yeah.
I can see because of my new glasses. It's been 20 minutes.
Oh my god. I really? I can't even read that.
I can't read that either.
Oh my god.
Let's do the episode.
Now you know how ugly we all are.
Yeah.
I mean, how ugly I am.
Yep.
You're
Anyone else want to
beautiful.
talk about their relationship? Why don't we all tell me
I don't have
how
a relationship to talk about.
About like how you really
Should
feel
we
about
ask
my
the cards?
relationship, you know?
Yeah,
Ask
let's
the
ask the
cards.
cards. Can we ask the cards how me and Harry feel about all of
All right.
Oh no! We need to do
No.
the
Let's
episode.
jump into the-
Let's do the episode.
All right.
Yes.
All
Alright.
Hey, that was the same.
That was the
card
same
as
card.
well.
Ah, they're three of the
They're
same
all
card.
the
They're all the
three.
same.
Oh my god.
Abra and the Psychic Showdown. Okay,
Can
so
you imagine if Sabrina was like this?
I need a cigarette.
so we start
You
this
need a
week.
what?
What?
That's not that bad.
Yeah, we'll bleep that out.
What would you say?
Don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh.
We start this week's episode with the gang, and they're all lost in the forest. They're bickering, they're arguing. Where's Saffron City? And suddenly they see a little girl with a really cool brimmed hat, and she's just giggling and playing with a ball.
Not tarot cards.
Ash, that's damn right. Ash yells after her and like runs after her, being like, "What is he even saying? I don't know." He's just like, "Hey, come back here."
Because they're
Take
lost.
us
I
to
think
Lake
he
Yeah,
was
they're
Saffron
lost.
City.
They want directions. And he just like runs straight off a cliff pretty much and nearly dies. And but luckily Bulbasaur saves him by sending down some vines, lifts him up, which, you know, I haven't been a big fan of Bulbasaur, but Bulbasaur got some bonus points for that one. I thought it was a good moment. Anyway, they continue on to Saffron City, being like, that was a bit weird, but whatever. And they enter Saffron City, and there's 2 Hawaiian women who approach them and start giving them some kisses, and are like being all like, "Whoa, congratulations!" And they're like, "What's going on?" Apparently, they're the 1 millionth visitors to enter Saffron City, and they get taken into this building to celebrate. But who saw it coming? The 2 ladies were Jessie and James from
Oh
Team
my
Rocket.
God.
Oh no!
goodness.
Surprise!
Sacre
And it was all a ploy to get Pikachu. So they get put in this isolated room through a warp tile, which like teleports them. And Pikachu's left in a room with Team Rocket, and Pikachu's all tied up and has like a thingy across his mouth. What do you? My goodness!
I thought it was teeth.
It was not giant teeth.
I
on
thought they were
Pikachu.
giant
It was
teeth.
tape. But there's like a giant monitor in the room, and they can see each other. But then the little girl from before who was in the forest is in the room with Team Rocket and Pikachu. And she emits this kind of psychic energy, and she freezes Team Rocket, and they can't move at all. So then, pretty much, the girl rescues Pikachu, and they teleport back in the room with Ash. All is well, and everyone reunites. And then the girl teleports them back into Saffron City in front of the Saffron City gym. It's all pretty crazy. A lot of teleportation going on. Fun, zany times. So, you know, without missing a beat, Ash is like, well, time to battle the gym, I guess. Because, you know, being teleported is fine. And there's a man there, and the man's like, hey, don't take on the gym. You're going to lose. It's way too tough.
He's like jogging on the spot.
Oh, yeah, he's jogging on the spot.
He's a jogger.
He's a jogger.
He's like,
Keep-
don't even
keep
worry
him
about
warm.
it.
Keep him warm.
So they head into the gym anyway, because Ash wants that Marsh badge, which is the badge, what it's called.
Yeah.
And there's heaps of people inside the gym, and they're all practicing telekinesis, one guy in particular who's trying to bend a spoon with his mind, and it takes him a very long time, a lot of strain, and he does like a little bit. It bends a tiny bit, so pretty crazy. Eventually, they're led into a battle arena where we see that same small girl from before who's actually in the battle arena, which will lead us to believe that she's the gym leader of the Saffron City Gym.
Creepy.
She says to them that they can battle on one condition, is that if they lose, they all have to play with her. Seems a little odd.
Be her friend.
But be with her friend and play with her. Yeah, be her friend.
That was a good
So
impression.
then what happens
Thank you.
is pretty much lights come on and we see Sabrina herself, the actual gym leader, and the little girl is sitting on Sabrina's lap.
Not the teenage witch.
That's correct. Thank you very much.
I got you.
Sabrina then just floats onto the battle arena and a battle begins. Takes place originally with Pikachu and Abra. And it doesn't go. Pikachu pretty much has no chance at all. Sabrina powers up her psychic Pokemon Abra with her own psychic abilities, which is super unfair in my eyes. Thank you. Oh, hello. And halfway through the battle, Sabrina's Abra even evolves into a Kadabra.
Kadabra.
Which is it's a little unfair, but I
Grows
guess
a
you can't
spoon from
control
out of
that,
nowhere.
so whatever.
Yeah.
It's Pikachu gets massively pummeled. It's not great, and Ash forfeits the match trying to save Pikachu because it's not going well. So pretty much they've lost the match, and it's it's time to play with me now and be my friend. And they get teleported to this deserted town, which is odd to say the least. And they're going through this town trying to figure out where everyone is, where they are, and they go into a house and there's a bunch of cake on the table. And it's guess we better just sit down and eat this cake.
That cake.
And what happens next is then they're eating the cake, and then the little girl appears, but she's not a little girl anymore. She's giant. And they're crap. So they run out the house, and they try to run down the street. And the little girl's got this giant ball with her that she's trying to play with and play catch. She says she wants to play catch. And she pretty much yeets the ball at them. And it's hurtling towards them, and they jump out the way? What happens?
So the old man comes in.
Oh, the old man comes in out of nowhere.
And he's
he
like, "Give me your
teleports away.
minds," basically.
He's like, link your minds with my mind.
Link your. Is that what he says?
Yeah, it's
that's
like-
ridiculous.
It's like trust me with
Yeah.
your minds or
Yeah.
something.
So he teleports them out
Uh-huh.
of the town, which actually turned out to be a fake dollhouse that Sabrina has. And he practically says, if you want to fight Sabrina, go to Lavender Town and get a ghost Pokemon.
Get a ghost
He only
Pokemon,
says Ash has to try. I guess we're just jumping the conversation now. Ash has to try pretty hard to
Convince him to
convince that guy to let. He has to keep running towards him. The guy keeps using psychic powers to
And he gets
push him
pantsed.
back. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was weird.
Ash
That
gets
was
pants
weird.
at one
A
point.
grown man pantsed Ash,
Pantsing a child
and then
making
made
him
his
dance.
hands
That's
wave.
fine.
And if think about it, if his underwear wasn't too tight as well, his
Oh my god.
things dingling around.
What if Ash was a low baller, didn't wear underwear?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
What if he was
going
just
commander?
maybe go and command? Maybe they needed a laundromat in Saffron City.
I went
Yeah.
commando as a child a lot.
Yeah, did you get pantsed?
No.
Well, that's good.
I
So
wore,
the
a
episode
tight
finishes
pant.
with the crew on the way to Lavender
Yeah,
Town.
they're heading off to
Yeah.
Lavender Town
And
to
Meowth
get some.
is dragging the
ghost
still
Pokemon.
frozen Team Rocket
Oh,
along
yeah.
with them as well.
What's our thoughts, gang?
Yeah.
So actually,
This is-
this when we pardon, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, go on.
Oh, when that ghost skill shows up bouncing the ball in the dark forest. It reminds me of this hospital I've heard about.
Do you turn the lights off? Get some.
Apparently it was in the wartime or something, and when there was heaps of disease and heaps of people were there,
Right now.
Yeah.
and they got
Topical.
what disease
Not
was
here.
it?
Diphtheria.
Nah,
The
it
bubonic?
was
Wait, what? It was mental illness?
Spanish?
no,
Or
no,
was it
actual
flu?
sickness.
Spanish flu.
It was something like Spanish flu, and they were it was a big hospital for that, and heaps of people died there, and they had this massive place where people died. And apparently at nighttime, if you stay there, you can hear a bouncing ball in the hallway, and if you go into the hallway, you can see a ghost
Yeah.
child being "Play with me,"
Oh my God.
Creepy.
Yeah,
and
feel
it runs and stuff.
If you look behind it, you can see Dennis with tarot cards.
That's so good. That's so funny. Here's a question. If you were, okay, are we done? Are you okay?
Yeah, we can-
He's just sitting on the floor wait. I gotta tell you what it all means.
Dennis phone out I can't get connection here. No.
His hand pulls up the app.
Are we done?
You guys need to be paying me for this. Something we have to pay for this, you know.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, so if you were a ghost, what would be,
Dennis come in a little bit.
if you're a ghost, what would your ghostly action be?
Like spooky action as a
Like
ghost.
you know, like how there's that you
Is
hear
she
the
like
ball
the
bouncing
yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, can I be like Casper and dance with
No,
her?
it'd be like your laugh. I reckon it'd be like. Just imagining that echoing in the whole empty hallways of a hospital would terrify me.
I would like
Yeah.
to
Yeah, you really see
manipulate electricity. Because you
Ooh.
see that in ghost things. That'd be a cool
Make
power.
like the TV go like
Yeah, make like
zzz,
TVs
pretty
go off
cool.
and on.
especially in
and-
modern day, like
Yeah.
when that's not a normal thing to happen to
Yeah, so
TVs.
someone's
That freak people
phone.
out more.
That'd be cool.
I want to possess people.
Oh,
Ugh, that's
too.
like
jeez.
that's like
That's top
mean
level.
ghosts.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Do
exactly.
you know what? At work,
You got possessed.
the water faucet, the hot water faucet, it just
Sure.
turns on by itself, like fully sometimes.
Whoa.
That's whack.
And I was just like,
Spooky.
oh, it's probably haunted. Oh,
No, it's probably plumbing.
It's like when we
It could
had
be the
that.
plumbing, yeah.
It's like when we had that earthquake here the other day, and
Yeah.
I was just in the
Oh, yeah.
bathroom. I didn't feel it, but like the mirror was just shaking, and I was like, "It's probably possessed."
For those not based in Wellington, earthquakes are pretty regular here. That's why we were so nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
we should just say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I would be like, I'd be like, you know, you'd see me out of the corner of your eye and be like, oh, that's
With
a
his
nice
cup.
top.
What?
What?
Wait, your power would be having a nice top
No, you'd see me in the corner of your eye.
and think, oh, he
You
has
could-
a
and-
nice top.
No,
But then you
he's
look,
actually
and it's actually not that nice of a top.
he's actually
And
just
you're
holding
just
like an
disappointed.
upside down king with a sword.
He wants to be like the ghost of the maiden, like you know when they look
the
over
ghost of
there.
Maiden's Peak.
and they
smart,
go-
smart.
That would be good. This was my favorite episode. Growing up.
Yeah,
Yeah?
was it really?
Is it
Yeah.
your favorite episode so far
You
that
like
we've
Sabrina
talked
a lot.
about?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I always used to like love Sabrina. I thought she was badass.
She's
Like,
named after the teenage witch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can anyone do the nose wiggle?
That's
Sabrina.
bewitched, Logan. Get your
Yeah, it's not
witches
Sabrina,
right.
the
You
teenage
witch.
witch.
Thought they
scrub.
were the same.
No.
Sabrina has a talking cat. Can anybody's cat court? Cat
what?
talk.
Can you talk?
No.
My
The
cat
help me with the cards,
says
Dennis.
meow.
The cat. It's yeah. So bewitched is like. I can't do it.
It's cool though.
But,
I mixed them up in my head.
So why is this your favorite episode?
Oh well, Sabrina's so cool, and also like it's moody. It's like moody in the way that the Lighthouse episode was, but it's actually like really linked in more with the plot, and
Mm-hmm.
there's like the idea of that child is like it just kind of builds on it.
the
and it's-
music's so cool.
Yeah.
and it kind of builds on horror tropes, but for a kiddie way, which I think I appreciate because I can't deal with horror, but I like the idea of it.
Yeah, you're a screamer.
Yeah, I am a screamer. You should know because you've scared me.
Thank you for clarifying.
And also like you know that bit where they trap the trio in the warp tile room.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminded me of like you know Saw.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh,
like
Yes.
where they have the screen and
They
stuff.
they called it like the Cube, and it reminded me of the movie The Cube. If you've seen that,
no.
which is,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a Saw type film where there's a bunch of people trapped in this ever-ending cube, and each room is like trapped.
Oh.
And if they set the trap off, like one of them will die instantly.
Ooh, I've never heard of
It's a
that
cool
movie.
movie. It's a cool movie.
Very
That's
cool.
what I remember. But I appreciate the throwback of the warp tiles. Of course, the
Yeah.
warp
Yeah,
tiles are
very
in
cool.
Sabrina's gym.
This is the only time they
Yeah.
show up in the series, which is
pretty
quite
badass.
crazy. And like,
Because don't you also warp in
Silphco?
Silphco?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, heaps of warp tiles.
That's
there.
where I thought. That's the building I thought they. Is that in Saffron City as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it
That's where I
is.
thought they were. I thought, are they
It
in
could be.
Silphco?
It could be.
Yeah.
Game corner as well, like in that underground.
Oh, the
section.
underground
No,
section.
they're the spinny tiles.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're not warp.
Yeah. You thought in this episode when Team Rocket popped up, you were saying that's not Team Rocket.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Hawaiian
They're
girls.
just Hawaiian
I was
girls.
like, I'm pretty sure this is Team Rocket.
Yeah.
And then, but I think James talked first, and
Yeah.
I still wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It was only when Jesse talked I was like, oh, it's Team Rocket.
It
Yeah.
was a pretty
It's because
convincing one.
James's voice was so silly. I
Yeah.
think that I was like, it's not.
But
And it wasn't
even
it wasn't his like cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a different voice.
It was like a full. It was.
Yeah.
It was convincing.
Yeah.
Even when Jesse was talking, you were still convinced that wasn't Team Rocket.
Yeah, because they
Oh.
looked so different. The
I
hair was
So you
different.
actually
everything
got
was different.
bamboozled.
I did get a little bamboozled.
I
Got it.
wonder about how appropriate it is of like that they were dressed as Hawaiian hula girls.
I kind of saw it like Harajuku again, like they did back with the same
But then
thing,
they
but the
do, like,
Hawaiian
hula-
aspect. Yeah,
They do the hula dance. They're wearing like Pacific kind of designs and
Yeah.
brass skirts.
It's
And then they've got like brown face,
They are tanned,
which
yeah.
is kind
They're
of
heavily
like
tanned.
"Ooh."
it's
good
definitely it's like a common thing. Like I guess it is like cultural appropriation, but you see it a lot in movies when it's like you go to a new area. Like I just thought like Fifth Element. When they go on that thing, they get given like the
Oh, yeah.
Hawaiian
Yeah,
thing.
they get the
Like,
layers
even
and
though it has
stuff,
nothing to do
yeah.
with Hawaii, I feel like that is kind of like a thing that people
Well,
do.
you know, if you get off at Hawaii,
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just
I think if you
thinking
get off
about
at Hawaii or on those cruises or whatever, they give you like those lays
Yeah.
as part of it.
Hawaii
Yeah.
is quite like the idea of it's quite commercial.
Yeah.
And,
yeah,
people
it
kind
is.
of get off on it.
So it's kind of like, oh, I feel like that's a bit inappropriate. You couldn't
Yeah,
do
I didn't
that.
even think about
Yeah,
it.
me neither. I guess because we see it so
Yeah.
often, especially hula girls. We see hula
Yeah.
girls all the time in any show. Kind of just went over my
Yeah.
head.
They have got.
But normally when you see hula girls and stuff, they're in like it's a Hawaii themed episode, so
or it's like a little thing on a car or something. It's on an actual person.
yeah.
I
So
get
like
you.
it's not like this was actually like
Like, you know, there's
It's-
that
yeah.
thing that's like, my culture is not a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is like, thing.
Right.
So like,
This is
it's-
an example of that. Yeah.
It's kind of like that, which I guess, yeah. I don't
Good to
know.
learn.
product of its time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I in like when in the Alola season, which is based off of Hawaii
Yeah.
and other
Yeah.
Pacific kind of regions, like I think they do it a bit better.
Oh, they do.
Oh, that's-
They like actually have like people of color and not like dressed up like.
Do you know what I really liked?
Ash
What
getting
did you
chased by
really
Team
like?
Rocket.
I liked when they get to the gym, like they're actually in the gym part, except for a little, and Brock's like, "What kind of gym is this? Like this doesn't look like a gym."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "You can talk, Brock."
Oh yeah.
Brock's gym was just like
Yeah.
Brock's gym was just like a little room with like a rock throne.
Yeah,
It was like
true.
Patrick's room in
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Yeah. I was like, this look way cooler than Brock. It's probably the coolest gym.
They do.
Uh-huh.
It
We've seen so far,
It's
'cause
a cool gym.
Surge's gym was
A room.
a room.
It's like a
Misty's was just a
warehouse.
pool.
An
Well, Misty's
aquarium.
was pretty cool. Misty's
Yeah.
was an aquarium, but like,
Yeah. Oh, true. The whole thing
I got
was.
a question.
Yeah.
This is maybe for Dennis because you would have seen this
Yeah.
obviously before these guys. Growing up, and you see this whole spoon bending thing that these guys are trying to
Yes,
do. Did you
I
ever try to
did.
do it?
I did
Yeah.
I
actually
tried
try it.
after
You tried
in
it,
the
that's it.
Matrix
Oh, true.
because they
okay.
do it in the Matrix.
Oh, do they?
When I was like 8 or
Oh,
something.
that's
Yeah.
cute.
I wonder if that's as a
I would've
reference
tried.
to it at all.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
Oh,
okay.
actually, the idea of bending spoons is quite.
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
got a
Fair.
question for you guys. So that guy who's trying to bend the spoon, his thumb
Mhm.
is like right where it
Yeah.
bends,
Yeah.
and he's trying really hard. Do you guys think he just pushed it with his thumb?
Yeah, probably.
That was
Ah.
like for some reason when I
Maybe,
remember
yeah.
that scene, I thought that he pushed it.
Yeah,
Like,
but
and
like
Well,
that was
Ash
like a
comes up
joke.
later and bends it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
but-
I feel like I remember a scene where like they like, and then it's like, I did it. He
yeah.
bends
Right.
it, and then he's like, I did it.
it does. It looks a
Mm.
lot like his thumb. I was like, I can't tell if his thumb moved. I'd have to watch that scene again,
Yeah.
but I couldn't quite tell if his thumb. I think he pushed it.
While we're on
Maybe,
the
yeah.
topic of spoon bending, I have some interesting trivia to
Is it
bring
about
up.
Kadabra?
It is about Kadabra. So in this episode, we see Kadabra, a Pokemon, of course, famously with the spoon.
Loves ice cream.
A magician, an Israeli magician known as Yuri Geller, kind of got a little bit mad about Kadabra.
Oh, you were
'cause
telling me
it's-
this,
It's,
Dennis.
it's Japanese translation. I don't have it up with me, but his Japanese name for Kadabra is very close to Yuri Geller, and Yuri Geller is known for doing the
Oh.
trick of bending the spoon.
Ah.
So he actually sued. And since these episodes, I think maybe the next two Kadabra might show up. But since then, Kadabra has not been in any anime episodes.
No.
And since the year
Yeah,
2003, in the last Skyridge set, Kadabra has not been in any Pokemon
What?
cards.
Why not?
Just keep it out of the media.
Yeah, but that was like
They
20
would've-
years
yeah,
ago
but they would have
now.
come to a
It
settlement.
would have been
Oh
a
my
settlement.
God.
Yeah.
So they probably have to pay the Geller
Every time they use them.
Foundation every
Every time they use it or something. Yeah.
So yeah, like 2006 was the last time Kadabra appeared. in
Oh, there we go.
What about when he's
episode,
in video games?
Video games fine, I guess.
I guess maybe
Different
maybe they just
Because
like,
it's Game Freak.
Game Freak.
Yeah.
and also I think it's like in the card games, like the Abra line are pretty much non-existent.
It's pretty much just like if they
Wow,
want
did not
if they
know
want an Alakazam in it, Alakazam would be like an EX, a GX, or a V, something like
Yeah.
that now. Yeah.
like Abra will evolve straight into Alakazam through like its
Really?
Pokemon power
Yeah.
or whatever. To
Oh.
skip
There
its
is no
mid-evolution.
Kadabra since 2003 Skyridge. Coincidentally, is the most
That's
rarest.
something I
So
did
rarest
is
not know.
Kadabra a
Pokemon
rare
concept.
card?
Sorry.
Is Kadabra a rare card?
Well, like Skyridge itself is an incredibly sought after box. Like a pack of Skyridge first edition unopened could go for over 1,000.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's just one
So if
pack.
you pull
And
a
that's an
Kadabra-
unweighed pack. So Kadabra, that being his last run, could possibly be an expensive card. I don't actually know. I know the most expensive is a Crystal Charizard, which can go for like 50,000.
It's a real shame
Yeah.
because I used to use Kadabra a lot playing the games because I had no one to trade with as a child.
Me neither,
man.
so-
I didn't either. I just traded by myself.
Oh, could you not get Kadabra evolved unless you
You
trade?
can.
Yeah, Kadabra evolves through trading.
Alakazam. through
Into
trading.
Alakazam, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always tried to catch Abra, but he always
He
ran away.
teleports.
He's the one that got away. He actually was for every single time. He was like, he went away, and I was like, I'm gonna find you one day, and I'm gonna catch you.
He's your white whale.
And I was always like, every single time I first encountered him, I'd always like have a Pokemon that knew sleep, so I could put him to sleep.
I have a story about my cousin. He once ran into a shiny Abra.
Cool.
Oh,
Threw a Pokeball. Got 3 shakes and it broke out.
No!
And teleported?
Yeah, and it teleported.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, the humanity.
That's
Yeah.
tragic.
Yeah,
Oh.
real sad.
Oh, I can't even. I was like, because Abra, if you fight Abra in the games, it's pretty useless. Like, if you fight the one that Gary has on the bridge, Nugget Bridge,
Yeah.
it just uses teleport, but obviously it can't teleport.
They changed that in Generation 8 now, so teleport actually lets you switch if you use it in game.
Oh, what really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that because I never use it. And
Exactly. Yeah. Why would you use it? Because it's been, we've known it for so long to do nothing in game, in combat, I should say.
Yeah.
It now lets you just switch out.
It's pretty cool how it evolves halfway through the battle. Is that legal though?
Yes. Well, Misty actually says, like, Ash complains, like, you can't. This is a 1-on-1. And Misty says, if
No
a Pokemon
rules.
evolves
Technically,
midway through,
yeah.
it's in the rules. It's allowed.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Imagine if they introduced that into the games.
That'd be insane.
It would
Yeah,
be
because you
cool.
can't evolve.
Oh,
during a
but you can
battle.
kind of
Form changes.
Mega Revolution.
Yeah,
like
you
you
can
can
do
make.
that.
And
But it goes
form
back
changes.
though.
I think Mega Evolutions was like inspired from like the anime, like seeing that mid battle power up kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool idea. Just switching the tracks for a bit. Like, I really want to shout out to that scene where Ash falls off the cliff. You get this really cool dynamic shot of him falling and throwing the Pokeball, and it's only like a split second, but it's such a cool animated scene.
Definitely.
And I was just like, oh, I wish I could like watch that in slow motion or something.
Speaking of the animation, I found Pikachu to look really weird in this
Yeah.
episode.
A lot of them do. They look,
His face
Do
was much
they?
more bigger.
yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
looked fatter,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
They look
chunky.
like you know that when
Good old chonky
that like
Pikachu.
Western idea of like what anime looks like from the 90s
Uh-huh.
or 2000s.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what the designs were
Yeah.
kind of like.
Pokemon is like when people think of like anime, it's like even like the stereotypes of it, like with the flashing lights and stuff. Pokemon is like what a lot of people think about.
Oh yeah.
I love the This was because we were complaining, I think 2 or 3 episodes ago about how there's been no. Actually, I think it was in Maiden's Peak.
Uh-huh.
How there's been no battles in a while.
Yeah.
We got a pretty
True.
sick battle this time.
Yeah,
I
that was
love
a very good animated
with
battle.
battle.
Pikachu trying to make like the big circle of electricity in the air.
Yes.
That was
That was very
amazing.
cool when
That's
it comes
sick.
down.
And then Abra turns it into
Like a dragon?
confusion.
Like,
Yeah.
like an electric dragon.
By
Yeah.
using confusion.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
using
Follows.
and it was
Very
sick.
cool. Yeah.
It was a really
Love
good.
that.
It's a real good demonstration of psychic powers in Pokemon because you kind of always wonder like, how does psychic do so much damage when you're just thinking about it?
Right.
Because in the game it's just a little wave and they take a bit of damage.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
they introduce this animation of turning like your own move into a dragon that's following you.
Yeah. Very cool.
And it's absolutely, it's fantastic.
They could like translate that to the game somehow.
Yeah,
That'd
probably.
be very
great.
cool.
Well, that's like I imagine like the next big thing for the games after they've done this open world stuff is more dynamic
Animations.
Battle.
animations
Yeah,
for the battle.
that-
I
I'd
think
love
after
that.
the complaints with Sword and Shield about how kind of PS2 quality the wild area
Yeah.
is.
And how the animations are pretty subpar.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause imagine a sick like animation like
Proper
battle
battle. Yeah.
for like because they do that things like Dragon Kiss is the only one I can think of. You still,
Persona?
like, you run up
Persona.
and like hit.
Think about the battles in
Persona.
Persona.
Persona. Amazing.
Well, you know, if you think about it, if you're a Pokemon company, if you do any more than the bare minimum, you raise your bar for yourself,
Yeah.
and then you have so much more Pokemon to kind of design and balance.
Good.
Yeah,
That like
You should.
it makes I can kind of see where Pokemon Company are coming from in that like
I can't.
trying to do the bare minimum.
They have so much
They-
money.
I mean, like I was,
Yeah.
talk- I
They're
was
the
talking about
highest
this.
grossing media franchise
But
Yeah.
in
it's
the
like
world.
maybe that's partly why they're kind of reducing the Pokedex.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
yeah.
I was
now.
talking about this with my friend Michael last night. There's 890 Pokemon now. This is before new Galarian forms in the
Yeah.
DLC. 890 Pokemon.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they're gonna have to stop at some point. Like
They're-
what can they think of?
Going off what you said, Dennis, they're like that their excuse for cutting the Pokédex was that because we've cut the Pokédex, we're going to have really high quality animations,
Yeah.
and then
And
they
it was-
didn't.
It was the same
Yeah.
animation
So-
from the DS. Yeah.
I feel
doesn't-
like, yeah, they'll probably just like have a couple of generations maybe where they just redesign Pokemon. Maybe.
I don't
Yeah.
mind.
We've
that,
had
like,
the
new
models
forms
we
are
have
great.
now. They've been there since
They're
2013.
Yeah.
It's the exact same model.
But like, you kind of
So-
do want the models to be the same.
They
It's the
could- but,
animations.
like,
that
I
you
guess
can
like the
Yeah.
good
improve.
thing is what they could do is you got the DLC coming out this year, and then they're probably already working on the
Yeah,
one
the
for
next
the year
game.
after
Yeah.
that. So they've got heaps of time probably to like.
Hope so.
Yeah.
I do find that
Update
like the first thing on the console or handheld or whatever is usually like the most bare bones, and then when they add to it,
True.
like you've got the X and Y engine, and then that was sequeled.
Omega Ruby and
Oh.
Alpha Sapphire.
Well, no, not even that, but like Sun and Moon.
Oh, that's what I mean.
So like I think the next gen on the Switch was going to be like a big leap, I think.
Imagine how amazing
yeah, it should be.
Breath of the Wild 2 is gonna be.
Oh yeah,
Because that's just gonna be like
that could come out this year.
that's just gonna be like
Maybe, yeah.
Still might.
amazing.
That will be.
That was
Yeah,
a
man.
tangent. But look at-
Yeah.
It's a good tangent.
So like I think Sabrina's like overpowered in this. Like she
Yeah,
can
she
teleport
powers up
people.
her
So-
own Pokemon.
She is like my theory, because like we forgot to say it at the end, but the jogger guy,
Mm-hmm.
I think is the dad.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's what I
Um,
think.
Says, hopefully he can save Sabrina. I think she's
Oh.
cursed by that doll thing.
Ah.
Like, is it giving her powers and stuff?
Or like, cause like the doll's creepy ass,
Yeah.
and Sabrina's kind of got like a blank face like this.
What, that
Yeah.
girl? Do you think the girl's a doll?
Yeah,
Is she a doll?
I think
I think
she's
she's a
some
doll.
kind of not.
I-
she's not real. She's not like a
yeah,
she's-
and
she's a doll.
Sabrina is like being like controlled by her, or
Right.
something.
Good.
Or Sabrina's using her because she said they're using the doll to like enhance her powers, and it's
Yeah.
doing other things to her.
I like your theories.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a nice little shock with the actual
I
answer.
can't actually remember what it was.
Oh, it's gonna be nice for you as well.
The
Pleasant.
doll
Good.
looks. There was that photo frame you saw of her and her parents, and the doll looks exactly like how she looked as a child.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
So
right.
And that-
something happened with her and her parents.
Yeah.
There's some story there we don't know yet.
And that jogger guy was like, it's like you have to like be born with psychic powers.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, he has to be the dad.
yeah, he knows all about it.
I thought it was funny when Brock bikes into the fake cake.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
bites
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh, this is fake." But couldn't he feel it, like the plastic?
Yeah, that it wasn't like cakey. Yeah,
Cakeness.
surely.
We also see Ash walk in on a
The woman,
on
the
a
fake
woman who was
doll.
just a doll in a bathtub.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's like,
Who's
"Oh, I'm
that
sorry,
doll?
I didn't want to."
Any theories on who that doll is? If it's just a doll, if it's an actual person.
could be the mother.
Oh my
You
God,
think
that's
it's
terrifying.
Nah, the mother had black.
I saw it was just
I
a
think the
doll.
mother looked like
thought it was
Sabrina.
This is like,
I thought it was just a
imagine
standard
like you
doll.
doing the Pokemon League challenge, and then you have to deal with Sabrina on the way, and it's
Yeah,
like,
you're like, oh.
it's like your life is in peril. You'll get turned
Yep.
into a thing. And
Yeah,
does it mean
actually-
like Gary fought her or something?
Well, the jogger
What if- yeah.
actually says, if you're here to like get a badge for the Pokemon League, skip this gym.
Yeah.
Like there's other gyms you can go to.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
There
Yeah,
are.
there are the
So
anime.
we only know of like 8 gyms because of the games. There's 8 gyms. But
Yeah.
in the anime and in other Pokemon media, it's kind of established there's more than just 8 gyms in your region.
But you only need
Wow.
You only
8.
need 8 badges. Yeah.
Oh, so he
so
doesn't
there's
actually have...
later on in the series there's a lovely shot of Gary who actually has 10 badges
Mm.
when Ash finally has his full 8.
It's like a
That's-
meme. There's a meme.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
a meme. I'm sure it's not a meme. It is a meme. That's not a spoiler. Ash will get 8 badges, and we see a shot of
That
Gary
is a
with 10
spoiler.
badges.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is it a spoiler? Because there's like
I
15
remember.
seasons.
I remember looking into that. The only reason I know that is when X and Y came out, the games, and before the next games were released, everyone thought there'd be a sequel to those. This is the 6th generation. And in the anime, there was a shot that showed someone's badges, and they had 2 badges that weren't in the video games. So they're like, "Oh, these gems must be in the sequel that's going to come out."
Actually, I
Ah.
guess
that never happened though.
Sword and Shield is going to have extra gyms than
In the anime?
Well, yeah.
No, in the game because you're
DLC.
going to the new
True,
area,
yes.
and it's going to have more gyms.
There's the exclusive gyms per
Are there?
type. No,
Yeah.
there's the exclusive gyms per game.
A game.
Yeah.
There's like the ghost and fighting, and the
gonna be
ice
fun.
and rock.
Well,
So
I
they're
thought it
already-
was just the
they're-
characters.
No, I was about the DLC though. There's
No, the
new
whole types
gyms.
are different.
Yeah, you have the psychic and poison ones. And then you'll have a fight.
Yeah, there are 10 gyms.
Yeah,
Oh,
gonna be
there are
new ones.
12.
it's gonna be
10.
great. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's 10 gyms.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, in Black and White too, they had those extra gyms. The
Yeah.
normal and water. I think.
It was poison.
And one of the
poison and water.
Normal
games,
poison and water.
there's like another like
Oh, sorry, it
gym,
was
but it's like the
normal
fighting place, isn't it?
Which one?
There's like a gym, but it's not a
There
gym.
is a
fighting
Oh,
dojo?
yes,
Yeah,
in San
fighting
Francisco.
dojo.
In San Francisco, in Saffron
In
City.
San Francisco.
Yeah, there's the fighting gym that used to be the
Yep.
gym until Sabrina's gym started
Yeah.
become the official Pokemon League gym.
Mm.
That's how you get Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. One or the other.
I used to really want like them to be more psychic and adventures because it's so cool. But
Mm.
I feel like they do use a lot of their potential.
It's
in this
good, but
episode.
as we're gonna see, this is part one of a 3-parter.
yeah.
I
Or
feel
another
like-
3-parter.
If they do more and more psychic, it will just kind of dull the effect of
Yeah.
it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was
True.
I was getting like flashbacks. I was like, did Mewtwo hire the same like interior designer as Sabrina's?
Oh my gosh.
Because like a lot of the decor of the Saffron's gym is quite similar in vibe.
Maybe they
like
reused
Lato's
it.
tower in
Ah.
the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
I was like, maybe that's like kind of like a design.
That's
maybe
just the
there's like
psychic choice.
maybe there's like a design document somewhere that was like psychic types have this kind of sensibility about.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Certain textures applied to
Yeah.
each type or
Well,
something.
yeah, like maybe for moves as well, like
Mhm.
move sets. Like a lot of the psychic
Oh.
moves in the games are quite psychedelic
I
kind of vibes.
thought you meant like in the Pokemon world, like if you're a psychic trainer, your house must look like this because you're a psychic trainer.
Your house has to legally.
Your house has to have weird
Buddy,
curves and
If you're-
Officer
Jenny?
Jenny is just like cracking down the law, going into people's houses.
You, what Pokemon do you have? Understand, why is there a water feature in your
I
house?
think they called it Officer Joy.
Officer
Wait,
Joy.
Officer
So I
Joy.
say it all the time, you're fine.
Is there
There's
ever
Jenny.
an Officer Joy and a nurse
Jenny?
Jenny?
What
No,
about? Oh, they should do an episode where Nurse Joy wants to be an Officer Jenny, and an Officer Jenny wants to be a
Yeah.
Nurse
That
Joy.
would be
Joy.
so fun. That'd be like a good filler.
That'd be
Yeah.
good.
That'd be
Hey,
good.
so what's everybody's final thoughts on this episode?
I really like.
Woo! Sorry, I just really wanted to just get that out. You know.
Okay, all right. Well,
your
I
final
guess
thought?
I accept that about you. Coming
I've
from
been
this,
saying a lot of comments about me today.
I really enjoyed this episode. I really think Sabrina's badass. She's my favorite gym leader of the Kanto region, and like I can't get enough Sabrina. And she's cool, and I like the culty vibes.
Okay.
I'm looking
Jeez.
forward to seeing why you like her so much.
What does the
What do you
cards
mean?
tell
Well,
you?
because
about this episode?
she didn't do anything really this episode.
She floated.
Clearly, Dennis disagrees with you.
She floated, and
That's
she,
all
like,
she did, and her
Yeah.
doll did
Yeah,
everything.
we didn't actually
else.
see her a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her. I like Sabrina.
I'm saying I'm looking forward
you
to
have
seeing
to you
why.
have to watch forward. And yeah, like
Tell
getting
me.
shrunken down into a dollhouse is like I think so creative. It's so macabre, but also like kid friendly.
Macabre.
It's so Henrik Gibson.
Macabre.
What's that?
Macabre?
What's macabre?
Messed
Macabre.
up,
Like
Never heard.
Like
of that.
Dance Macabre by the band Ghost. It's a great song. Check it out.
like sick,
Yeah.
like
Never heard that word.
What?
Is that a
Macabre?
word or like a phrase? What?
it's a word. It's like
MACA.
Educate me, everyone.
I don't know what it means.
If you say something's macabre, you mean
Okay.
it's
like drab, dreary,
it's like it's like
sick.
Okay. Cool.
it's like
know now.
it's like so over the top but entertainingly so dark. you
Okay.
know, like
Fun. Macabre. I'm gonna put that in my everyday
Macabre.
vocab.
Macabre.
Macabre. You're looking so macabre today, Harry.
It's not a nice
looking
thing.
Muck
to say.
carbed.
It's not a nice thing to say to
Yeah.
someone.
Saying I'm full of carbs, Oliver. Oliver, what's your final thoughts, buddy?
Yeah, I really liked this episode. It was really cool. One of my standouts is Bulbasaur. Start. I like it when Bulbasaur uses his like vines. It's cool. Bulbasaur's
You're a
come back
fan
for
of the
me.
vine.
Yeah, I like Bulbasaur a little more now.
Any? Carry on.
But yeah, really cool episode. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I don't have too much to say because I'm looking forward to seeing the next two episodes. I would say, and I really like Sabrina.
The next
so
one,
far.
the next episode is another personal highlight of mine. Another,
Nice.
like probably like a top
Ooh.
5 for me.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Um,
unsung hero today
yes.
goes out to Brione from the Evolution to Poplio.
Keep your head up high.
Keep your head up high.
Stay strong. Stay
Brione.
strong.
It was Brione or Brione.
I always said
Brione.
Brione.
Unsung
say
hero
Brione.
because Brione is great, I think, and Primarina, its evolution is trash. So
How
I think
dare-
Brione
What?
has potential,
Oh my gosh.
and Primarina
This
is
is a-
garbage.
This is why you overly critical.
I'm allowed my
Overly
opinion.
critical.
Logan, what's your thoughts, man?
I thought this was like this was a pretty good episode. I loved the battle was the hype the doll and Sabrina were kind of scary. I think something messed up's happening there.
Yeah, something's going on. Yeah.
So yeah, Sabrina's cool, but like I said, like I don't think she did anything. I think it was the doll was doing all of that stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing like if Sabrina actually does do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm looking. I didn't know it was 3 parts. I thought the next part would be the final part.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to the next 2 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, I also enjoyed it. Like it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. It was a good episode. The battle was excellent. I think it's the best battle so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Best battle so far.
Oh,
without a doubt.
actually, no. The Pikachu and
Raichu.
Raichu battle was sick.
Oh, that was good.
Ooh,
Both
yeah.
gym battles.
Mm.
So.
Both very good. But the battle was the highlight for me of this episode.
Yeah.
Seeing Kadabra was cool, and the whole knowledge around the idea of Kadabra and what went on there legally, that always gets me
Yeah, that was really
excited.
interesting. I didn't know that.
It's
Thank you
really,
for that.
really funky fresh. But I am extremely excited for the next episode. We're going to see some very wacky characters. It's going to be great.
Ooh.
It's gonna
And
be
the
great.
next-
Exciting.
Next episode
It's
will
cool.
be in Lavender Town.
Ooh.
Oh, we have
Nice.
so
And that's
much
the
to
ghost
talk
house.
about
Yeah.
Lavender Town.
And the next episode is
Yeah.
called The
The
Tower
Tower
of
of
Terror.
Not the
That was pretty good. That
Disneyland
was
ride.
unreal.
Yeah, no, it's a great ride.
It's a good ride.
Disneyland ride.
Oh, can we mention Disney? We'll get like.
You can
talk about
Nah,
Disney.
it's
not
Disney.
Vol-
They're gonna copyright
They're
us
not
straight
Vol-
away. They're gonna
Vol-
claim everything.
Sorry.
Yep. Disney's going to complain about a Pokemon podcast.
Yeah, because
talking
we
about
mentioned
it.
Disney. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Thanks for watching,
Uh,
Dexterers.
The Dexperience. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Dexperience or Dexperience podcast. Follow us, like, subscribe.
We're on all your favorite podcasts
Hit,
and networks.
smash that bell icon if you'd like. I mean, who uses the bell icon?
What even is the bell
I do.
It's
icon?
like you get it. What really?
I do.
What is the bell icon?
You get like a
It says
notification
notification.
if
They upload.
You see,
I thought you
prefer-
get that when you subscribe. You just get an email and they upload something.
No, you don't.
I don't use
it. I
YouTube,
use it for a channel I've mentioned quite a few times on this for
Cold
Cold Ones
ones.
podcast.
Cold ones.
Yeah.
Ship.
My
Shout
name's
out.
Watching
Chef.
you thing this morning.
But yeah,
it's
smash
good.
that bell icon if you like.
Send us an email as well if you want to get into contact at thedexperience@gmail.com.
That is the Dexperience
that's
at
the
gmail.com.
Dexperience podcast.
The
at
Dexperience.
That
gmail.com.
is the Dexperience podcast at
Or you can just message us on Facebook.
gmail.com.
Yeah, if we don't respond, it's probably because we gave out the wrong email. So
The Dexperience
Don't.
podcast at
so-
gmail.com.
Is that all?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Dexters. Have you been listening in during the day? I hope you had the good rest of your day. And if you're listening in the evening,
Have a good
have a
night.
good night.
If you'd like your tarot was read by Dennis, just email us.
Okay.
I'm sure that
See
white man on
everybody.
my shoulder
Bye.
is nothing. Don't
See you,
worry.
Dexters.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Experience everything you could want. Dex experience with your dreams. Dex experience. Come and walk.